What she is doing today is what she just said. She'll tell you about certain time periods we have to do this, that, or the other thing. And then if we both end up agreeing to it, then that's resolved. That becomes an order that we go by. It's sort of like a game plan.
I understand.
Obviously, she will ultimately end up with a divorce.
No, I mean, I have no problem with that.
Okay. What could we do?
I mean, that's one thing that's rather confusing.
Okay.
I never would stand in her way. Ever.
Okay.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. We all knew she'd be with her mother, and that's fine.
We all knew what?
She'd be with her mother.
Oh, really?
They're best friends. I mean, they've been married to each other the whole marriage, and I don't have a problem with that. She lost her father, and there's Nan all by herself. I get it. I understand that. I love Lori. She's a good girl. I would not stand in her way, sir. Never would have. Never in a million years. Sad. And she knows that.
Do you have a wish list that you want out of this? Your relationship with your kids, you're going to have to handle that one.
I wouldn't even know where to start. That's the sad part.
I certainly wouldn't be asking. I mean, they're not young kids,
No,
you know.
they're not. It's touchy. You know, it's a 17-year-old kid.
Have you ever thought of counseling with them?
Yeah, I've offered. I've asked.
I don't want to go.
Can't get past her. I've suggested it.
Oh, she would not stop you from doing that, having that.
Okay.
That's got nothing to do with the divorce.
Look, she would not answer me on anything with the children until finally I had a wellness check done by the police, and she didn't want the police there anymore, so she would answer on a few basic things.
Yeah.
For months, I couldn't get any answers about my child, you know. And look, her father was an icon. He was amazing. He was a father to me. My wife's behavior. Look, I know she was leaving. I get it. Whatever. That's not the problem. The problem is the planning of how to do it, the destruction in that plan, and then an all-out party mom from January till I've caught her at Easter. Sir, I have over 7 hours where I talked to my wife logically and asked her to get help. I asked her, can we please, instead of calling DIFAS, instead of involving anybody, sir, my family, everybody said, don't do that, don't do that. I said, please, Lori, let your mom hear these tapes. And if your mom sits there and says, John, support this parenting. I said, Lori, I would do it. I trust them, but I wasn't going to an 80-year-old lady's house without her approval. And that's all she did was put up the defense and came at me full bore. Hey, I get it. I've been around the block. I understand it. So I've been fighting for my life while my kids were gone for how many months? All based upon what she didn't want to. She just, look, she lost her world with her dad. And I look at it, sir, she wasn't losing anybody else. Meaning the boys, her world. That, to me, I can sit and say, I understand that, but it's the way it was done. You know, so look, the way it was done.
Well, let me say this to you. The real estate's in foreclosure.
You know, the surveyors are there today surveying.
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems I'm missing my side yard. No.
Are they there?
For the easement.
I'm sorry?
For an easement.
Oh.
50-foot roadway going in. Building the old topo map. It's interesting. If you go to NJ Parcels and pull it up, I have a screenshot from November. Well, an easement was an easement, just a gray easement off of Fairview. It's interesting how the 35 acres behind me now owns half of my side yard. And I say mine because I am an owner of the home. title report will show that clearly.
Title report show
Yeah.
what?
Title search. I am an owner of the home. My signature will be needed at closing. If you haven't run the title report,
The
that's
deed's
fine.
in her name.
Sir, as a married woman in the state of New Jersey, I signed on the last paperwork.
You what?
Look, that's already been going through. Pull a title search. You understand real estate law in the state of New Jersey.
I do more real estate than
All
you can
right.
shake a stick at.
Well, I can shake a pretty large stick. My family does too.
Would you like
So,
to resolve this?
Look, do you understand the terminology? Signing a married woman in the state of New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
I'm not getting
It was-
into that.
Okay,
We're
pull
not
the
gonna
title.
talk.
Pull the title report. It's my home too.
Okay,
It's the only home I have.
okay.
And it wasn't in foreclosure when I was told it was in foreclosure. It wasn't in foreclosure during the TRO. It wasn't. So if it is now, okay, I get no information. I know nothing other than I was told, hey, it's in foreclosure, stay in the house. I'm not leaving my home. All right? I don't know the status of it. I'm not told the status of it. All right? I know with this and you and me, a track, look, I got nothing left here. All right? I have to pretend for 5 months that my children are what? And then I get to see them drive by, and it breaks my freaking heart. All right, I can't do this with myself. I have nothing. I have no family left here. My parents just moved away to South Carolina 3 days ago. So there's nothing left here for me. With that said, this could be very simple, but it's the game, and sort of my silly document, it's the games, all right? I've been around the block. I can shake a very large stick. My wife she's working at Target now. She set up, our insurance has been with AOK for 21 years. She's going to get her job. She's going to pull her insurance. This is going to settle. She'll lose her job and go back on AOK. You know, hey, do I want to sit here and play that game? Look like a fool at the end? No, just get it over with now. Don't play these games with me, please.
Do you want to consent to a divorce?
Consenting to a divorce, yeah. I want to know where the money came from. I want to know why this happened. I don't even know if I would want a dime. I want explanations to why the hell my world.
That's not going to happen.
It is going to happen.
No, it really
Yes,
isn't.
it is. I'll get it out of discovery.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
I have other lawsuits going on at this time, so this is just sort of blah.
Okay.
All right? So my son, there's issues right now, I guess, with his school. He doesn't live in the district. I got a letter from the vice president asking if he was living with me 51% of the time. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm here for my son. That's it. I'll go through the motions on this. I'll get what I can get out of discovery, and I have other lawsuits to go after. Bigger fish to fry. You brought it up. You said about Mantua Police. So, you know, to my lawyer and the judge about they have it out for me at the TRO thing, the first one.
Who said that?
You didn't.
Where?
In the meeting with the judge and my lawyer. So,
Who was your lawyer?
What's that?
Who was your lawyer?
The guy she hugged, what was that guy's name? That Peruto dude.
Oh, that was your lawyer.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't have a lawyer right now.
Okay. She just wants to go and be free.
Nah, start the next chapter.
Huh?
Fry me, hang me. Yeah. You know what? In that room, she basically gave me a life sentence. I never disrespected that woman other than the verbal arguments, which were about 6 in our 21 years. She accused me of rape. So y'all could go for your little cruelty avenue here on a quick divorce. She would have got a quick divorce with honesty. Just straight up, John, this is what we're going to do, and not wipe my children out and have my kids smoke fucking weed in my home.
Did you give one kid weed?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, this one says you did.
Oh, they say I did a lot of things. They say I raped her. They say I assaulted her. Yeah, they say a lot of shit. But I'm the one with the tapes, the video of her in the home with two minors. And Grant, my youngest son, who's been sober 17 years. I don't know if you know what that means, but I've been sober since July 26, '89. And if you have a sober kid and he's in turmoil, and to just sit there and allow two other kids in front of you to convince him to use drugs in turmoil, that train wreck can be very ugly. Very ugly. I can't make sense of it, but that's not her. That's not my wife at all. Kids calling her a nigger, slut, blondie, asking her to get high. That's not my wife. I don't. You know, my 17-year-old had his girlfriend, state trooper's daughter, was his gift for going there. He got the master bedroom, and his girlfriend got busted smoking weed June 6th at Clearview, and instead of going home to her family, my wife took her, moved her into Fort Camelot Court. Wouldn't let Mr. Bill Donahue see his daughter for a month and a half. He had to go there with the police as well.
I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. Colby had his girlfriend in his bed. 17 years old, took a man's daughter, state trooper, 24 years. Bill Donahue, Heritage Road, his daughter's Tierney.
No, I swear to
That's
God,
a gift.
I know nothing about that.
That's a gift. So I want you to just understand something. My only care is my freaking son, dude. That's it, Zach. I've never heard anything like it in my life. We had a very cordial conversation where he said, Dad, we just need to go our separate ways.
Just the older one or the
Yeah, Zach. You know what? I get it. Sir, neither child can talk to me. Because the last time Colby talked to me, I said, Colby, dude, if you're flying home from Tennessee to go to school, you promise you're going. I said, what car are you driving? He said, oh, I'm going to drive the Lexus. I said, well, how will Mom and Zach get to work? And he goes, they'll just have to figure it out. I said, oh, so Zach did drop out of college. See how easy it was for a poor 17-year-old to tell me the truth. That's why my kids can't see me. That's why, because they'll tell me the goddamn truth, sir.
Do you feel she tells them not to say it?
I know it.
Do you?
I know it from their friends. Look, I don't want to torment the girl. I have no choice. My silly shit is the woman I saw at that TRO hearing. I said to myself, God, man, that's a gangster. That's a chick I would like to ride with. Somebody to go all out to get something done. Because it was blatant BS. Man, if she stood by my side like that, we'd go places. You know, I just do understand, like, seeing that woman just go all in 4 hours or 3 hours we sat in there, and it was just like, oh my God, look at her go. I feel like Colby's been a pawn. Colby's me. I raised him. I was home. I had an internet business, man. I raised that young man. That's all I care about. Money, houses, or whatever it is. Just God, give me sanity. And let me know my kid's going to be okay. He's up at 3 a.m., this, that. I mean, he's clocked at 95 miles an hour down the high. He's going to die. You know, he's drinking. You know, this shit is not.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. He was dealing drugs for a little short period till I found out. Look.
You're telling me things I didn't know.
Yeah, and of course, she tattooed the inside of his lip, no fear, back in October.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. She took him and tattooed no fear inside his lip in October. She put this all together starting September 14th is the date I have. And the outlook for me in that, sir, I don't want to go that far, but I got a conversation with her and Colby talking, and Colby says flat out, how much is he worth dead? Yeah, I went all those months knowing my kids are talking with her, calling me a fucking idiot and asshole.
You're aware that all that taping you did illegal, aren't you?
No, it's 100% legal.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is
and
not.
I don't, look, you know, I
You
never.
weren't part of the conversation.
Look, you
One
know what?
party has to consent.
Look, sir.
Don't tell me the law.
Look, sir. I'll
Don't
tell you the
me
law any day of the week.
Bullshit. You
know what?
You're not capable.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Am I incapable?
Yeah, you're
Well,
not
how about
capable.
when me and her stood in the backyard and talked it all out, and she admitted to that
Admitted to what?
alcohol in the kids' room, and they smoked weed in the kitchen. See, that was a conversation between me and her. And then how about the conversation with my son and me, where he clearly admitted it within 1 second when I asked him. And how about my conversation with my second son, when he said, yes, Dad, and I'll never do it again that day. Was that allowed to be recorded by our security system? So look, and I haven't done anything with it. If y'all haven't noticed, I haven't attacked. I've been attacked.
You said you don't want to stand in the way.
What am I
You
supposed
want
to
to
do?
walk into the court and consent to a divorce?
No.
Why not?
With Colby in this position, no. Unless she's willing to get help.
She gets help.
Well, I have no family. I don't seem to have a choice of that.
You don't have a choice of what?
My kids in my life.
Okay.
Y'all filed a restraining order, tried to lock me up over a Mazda, the only possible running vehicle that was in the family, for me to even think of working, which Management Police have already documented that we don't do personal property, but for some reason they've invested a ton of time in it. You know, look, stand in the way. Oh my God, the train has wrecked. I'm just trying to pick up a piece or two and understand what to do. And then if I'm to leave, I can't stay here with my children in this limbo and watching a train wreck. I'm happy he's going to school, as far as I know. But I'm now told by the VP, if he's not living with me at that address, he's not welcome at the school. That's concerning, so I'm not going to leave. Because I need that kid to graduate. I mean, he's made it this far. So I have concerns. My concerns are my children. And if the court of trial is the best one to make that decision, and I don't even know, because I don't know if that hurts the child at this point. Look, I have always said one thing, and I said it to my son verbally, and I was in a recording many times. I cannot sit here and disrespect your mother. I cannot sit here and tell you or hurt your mother, because she will always be your mother and you're a young man. And us as young men, we love our mommies no matter what. So right there, sir. Lawyer or no lawyer, you're a man that had a mom, and I'm sure you'd stand by your mom. And I'm pretty smart enough to know that you can't really stand in the way of that. So I don't put my wife down. I didn't argue with the children about their decision to go there. It's their mother. So I haven't done anything but try. I haven't fired missiles across bows. I haven't filed paperwork and accused people of assault and rape and all this and caught, you know. I have nothing. Nothing. She took everything. I have no memories. No Father's Day cards, no photos. Just what was digital. I had nothing. They took it all.
You need help.
I need a new life.
You need help too.
You know, and it's funny you say that. I would love to go to counseling with my son. I would love that. And just see him be okay from all this. That's all. Zach, I mean, he's brilliant and he dropped out of college. Hey, and I get it, and that's why she ran when she knew I would lay the law down. He'll be in her basement forever. He's a Target employee at minimum wage now.
Colby, I don't know one way or another what his feelings would be about that.
What's that?
About going to counseling with you.
Yeah, I know. No, that's all I look to see. It's a step. You know, it's a positive step. It's the only one I can really see that's smart. You know, I've offered like Lone Star, have a state dinner, you know, just the basics.
You what?
I've offered like Lone Star, I don't have a state, but counseling. I mean, if it helps, it would help me. You know, just accept it. It's sort of like he's a grown man, he flew the coop, and it's, you know, hey, I'm 47, I'm single, I'm a very cute young man. As I start over, find a way to trust women. That's where a man needs help. I'll just go to Singapore. That's all. It's not hard. I mean, look, I'm 40. I got no family. I have no one here. So my life and where I go, sir, is not too hard to just. I got friends in high places and low places. I'll find somewhere to go. Just how do you want to get through this? You know, I'm willing to listen to what you want to. How you want to get through it?
If she walked away from the house and everything,
I walked away from the house and everything. Okay.
if she did,
Right.
I mean, there is some equity in the house.
Little I've been working to fix it up. I shock everybody, but that's all I do is work to make it better than it ever was.
I mean, I think she would do that. Because you're right, she's probably going to stay with her mother.
I know. So
She didn't say that to me.
No, but listen.
She didn't say that to me.
Listen, so you know. Her bedroom.
Huh?
Her bedroom has never been altered. It's the same bedroom. Right? It's her palace.
What, at the mother's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife was with a married man for 10 years before me.
What's that?
Lori was with a married man for 10 years before me.
No.
I was a sperm donor, is what it really turns out to be. You know, and I didn't expect it to go this way, but it's all or nothing. I get it. It's her and her mom and my boys. They're the boys. I can't change the fact of what it is, and that's fine. I'm not argumentative. I'm not someone that's going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass or try to play games. There's facts. I just want to do what's the best. I even said it in that document. At this point, maybe the court's the best one to make a decision what's best for the boys. Okay, financially.
That's not even going to come up.
He's a minor. I mean, I lost them because of the courts. I lost them because of the police and the courts. My kids went with the woman that was allowing them to do drugs. Awesome. Awesome. It's great. By the time we were done, it's 5 weeks. 5 weeks of a young man that's allowed out all night, do whatever he wants. He can't even drive. And here's the thing, my concerns are very legit. My son's 17. If my son wrecks his car and kills somebody, test positive for weed. Now, go back to the Mazda Miata. My son just smoked marijuana. And y'all are trying to put a minor in a car. I have a next door neighbor facing 10 years. Got in a car accident, killed his father and a lady in Pittman, and tested positive in his blood for marijuana. 10 years. I'm sitting there trying to say, no child that just smoked marijuana is getting behind the seat in that car for 30 days until he tests clean. That's it. That's it. Now, my son's out driving at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. There is a law that says a 17-year-old needs to have a red sticker on his license plate and be off the road by 11. I am half liable for what happens if he's out after 11 in that car driving, sir. You understand that? I'm half liable.
Let's talk about this.
You want my concerns? They're my concerns. I have a child that's allowed to do a free-for-all. I'm half liable for him. They're my concerns. Money, we have none.
Divorced or not divorced, that won't change. That will change.
Fine, we'll go through this and see where it all goes. That's why I wrote the summary, so if a judge puts her eyes on it, she can decide if she just read criminal activity or not. That's up to her.
Okay, so you don't want to resolve it?
No.
Okay.
I want what's best for my child. And resolving it definitely isn't.
What's that? Well, you didn't.
Resolving it obviously is not going to be in his best interest. So we'll go sit in front of the judge. I remember you voted for it too, right?
What'd you say?
Remember she recused herself? You remember that? I thought so. But I'm all right with her.
Okay, so we're going to split this. Each one's going to leave here. And do as far as the bottles, because this planner is actually split for a week, not 2 weeks. And my son is on a schedule where he knows if we're running behind in